when he took to Twitter and posted about the US and India deal and how he called it a people-centric economic partnership. Now, Aman continues to be with us. Aman, Prime Minister Modi has highlighted that opportunities for the MSMEs, startups and innovators. Now, which sectors tend to benefit the most?
Shreya, the Commerce Minister has also issued a statement. So I'm reading from what the Commerce Minister has put out. He's gone into more detail, in fact, in that. He's saying that the framework that we have reached for the interim agreement, this will open a $30 trillion market for Indian exporters, especially MSMEs, farmers, fishermen. He's also saying that the increase in exports, which will, happen now, will create lakhs of new job opportunities for our women and youth. So, with US slashing reciprocal tariffs on Indian goods to just 18%, this provides a huge market opportunity, Mr. Goel is saying, in key sectors such as textiles and apparel. He has said leather and footwear as well, plastic and rubber goods, organic chemicals, home decor, artisanal products, select machinery. All this gets now a market, in the world's largest economy, which is the US. Additionally, Shreya, if you see, tariffs will be going down to zero on a wide range of goods. This includes general pharmaceuticals, gems and diamonds, aircraft parts. So all this further enhances, India's export competitiveness. Also, Make in India, also, which has been the signature move of the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. India also, Shreya, will get exemptions under Section 232 on aircraft parts. This is very important. A tariff rate quota on auto parts as well, and a negotiated outcomes on generic pharma. This could also lead to tangible export gains in these sectors. So while we have seen far more opportunities in the export sector, the same time the agreement is, I think, reflecting India's commitment to safeguarding our farmer interests, sustaining the rural livelihoods. And the Commerce Minister has in fact put out in this statement that we are completely protecting our sensitive agriculture and dairy products. This includes maize, wheat, rice, soya and poultry, milk and cheese, for example, ethanol, tobacco, certain vegetables, meat. All this is being protected because all these products are our staple products. They are produced in big quantities in India. They're also consumed in big quantities. And that is why these sectors have been protected from this particular trade deal, which is going to be signed next month and whose framework is now out. So essentially, India is saying this agreement is helping India and the US remain focused on working together, deepen the economic cooperation. And the Prime Minister, Shreya, as I was saying earlier, has described it as a great news for India and USA and thanked President Trump for his personal commitment to the robust ties between both the countries.
Right. Now, you spoke about farmers, but even the Prime Minister has deliberately foregrounded farmers and fishermen. So, does this interim framework contain enough protections to ensure that even they benefit and not just the large agriculture exporters?
Well, absolutely. It strengthens the Make in India by opening new opportunities as well. We have diplomat Ashok Sajanhar now with us, who's been a very keen voice on the entire India-US trade deal dynamics. Welcome, sir, in the morning to CNN News 18. Thank you for joining us. What do you make, sir, of this, the first glance on this framework, which has been released by both the sides in this joint statement? Do you see it as a win-win for both sides? Mr. Sajanhar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you for joining us in the morning on CNN News 18. I was just trying to get your views, the first glance you may have had on this joint statement released by both the sides. Do you think this is a win-win for both sides? How do you see it, sir?
Oh, absolutely. I think this is exactly what the government has been saying right from the beginning, that our fundamental interests as far as dairy, as far as sensitive agricultural products, as far as GMOs, they will be protected. They will not be allowed entry into the market. This is what we had maintained, that these are the behind red lines, and that will not be allowed. But there are other items which in any case we are importing from some other countries. So we will allow access to the American goods also coming. There are all duties over the next 15 years. There are also provisions of quotas which are on items which are mildly competitive, like walnuts, almonds. In any case, we've been importing these items from the United States. Californian almonds have been coming for a long, long time. pistachio, pecan nuts, and some exotic fruits. So I think basically the United States will also be, for some of its agricultural products, it will be able to get access to the Indian market. But the huge boost will be to Indian exports to the United States of particularly of labor-intensive products and of agricultural products. So I think it is definitely a win-win situation, and that is why there is continuing enthusiasm and excitement as far as the industry is concerned for the implementation of this trade deal.
And sir, also a very important line in the joint statement, Mr. Piyush Goyal, the Commerce Minister, has also put it out. There have been a lot of question marks that, we are going to allow a lot of agri products of the US to come into India, flood our market, how will it impact our farmers? But, Mr. Piyush Goyal has put it out very, very clearly that, we are completely protecting our sensitive agriculture and dairy products. In fact, he's listed them out: maize, wheat, rice, soya, poultry, milk and cheese, for example, that all these sectors remain completely protected. So is that a big win also of Indian diplomacy? Over the months, we did face 50% tariffs, but we did not succumb.
Yeah, we did not succumb. I think you're very right. I think our diplomacy has been, it's been a masterclass in diplomacy, and particularly in terms of how to deal with a coercive United States. And not only the 50% tariffs, but you would have seen these statements and comments that were coming from the United States, particularly from the senior officials of the Trump administration. But India did not blink. India did not wilt. We sort of, kept our cool, kept our calm, and focused on what we needed to do, which is to continue the conversation, we did not capitulate. We did not rise up to confront what they were saying. We allowed them to say what they had to say, but we continued conversation and negotiations on the trade deal. That is how we have been able to get this deal, which is totally protects not only our domestic industry as far as agriculture is concerned, but it also provides us with huge opportunities for enhancing our exports to the U.S. market. So I think all around that we will be able to significantly enhance our exports. I think what really is a shot in the arm is in the area of textiles and garments, because we were facing tariffs of about 9 to 12% earlier, while there were so many other countries like Vietnam, which because of its FTA had a 0% duty. Bangladesh, because of the GSP, had a 0% duty access into the U.S. market. But now they are at 20% and India is 18%. So not only is that differential of about 12%, which existed earlier, that has been taken care of, but we have got an advantage of about 2% over these competitors.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Sajjanar, for joining in and giving us your crucial input.